Lights, camera, action. Take two. New and improved. To UK. We've got a big fucking Mahusive light, guys. Big Mahusive light. I'm fucking going for it. I'm going to smash. I told you I'm going to be massive this year. Going fucking all out professional. Got two Mahusive lights. I'm going to put one up. Right, this is Doncaster Dome. Saturday, 26th of Feb. I shot this Sunday and it was a mess. I forgot fucking half the stuff. I was still tired. I don't know why. So yeah, I looked at the thing and thought, oh, what a fucking shambles. So I'm off today, Monday, and I popped up the charity shop, and literally as this guy was putting these out, I thought he was there taking photographs. I said, oh, are those for sale? He said, yeah. And they're two big, like, light things, light booths or whatever. 20 quid, £10 each. For two, I thought it was for one. I was going to pay for one anyway. So yeah, no ring light. I'm hoping it's not too much light. I've just literally found a bulb under the kitchen sink, so I'll whack that in. Seems to work. It's got these little filter things on it as well. So I'm fucking right. So what I'm gonna do, set up a Patreon because I want my £20 back. Because you know, I'm not paying for these lights for myself. Same as my internet, you know. Because without Patreon, this channel wouldn't exist. Because I wouldn't have internet. I don't use internet for anything else. And people still give these fucking charlatans money. I don't understand it. Any roads up. We've got a light. So I thought, why not? We've made a little bit of money at Doncaster. Let's spend it on the channel and try and recoup it in when I start my Patreon, start selling me t-shirts and me plasters and whatever fucking tat I can get hold of. But yeah, all jibbing aside, jibbing. We were at Donny Dome for the video games market. Probably the best one I've done. Smaller number of vendors, only 90 tables. I think there used to be 140. Worked in my favour anyway. It's the best one I'd had. Fuck, I still can't talk. And it was definitely busier than December. So yeah, there was a few people, not as many familiar faces, but some new faces. So nice to meet some new people and say hello. It's always welcome. And I was going to try and name people, but I will forget people. I know I will. I'll try and remember people at the end. And if I do forget you, don't take offence. It was a busy day. But Fob and myself were stalling out. We had Rich King Retro behind us. Nice to see Rich. Rich is always a good laugh. Must have sold at least 50 quid's worth of his fucking plushies for him. I should have just took the money when people kept asking me, how much your plushies? £5. They went to give me a £5 or £10. I should have just took his fucking money. But it's good to see Rich anyway. There's the first bit. And Craig's here again, stalling out. Danester, Leo, Interest Gaming, stalling out. No Lewis. There's a few few ominous vendors missing, like Nick from Vintage Gamer. But I say it kind of worked in our favour a little bit. And you had all the usual people there. Saw Thumbs was there. Japanese Scottish Alan was there. You know, stuff like that. So there was plenty to go at. And I got some nice bits. Some people I hadn't seen for a while stalling out come up, and basically those two people I bought the bulk of the stuff from. But I did get some gifts. The first gift was off my good mate Fob. He's put this in our little chat, which is only like about 4 people in it, so it's not a fucking community group or anything like that before everyone goes off on their fucking tangent. It's literally just 4 of us that just natter. He said, oh, I've got this box of PS1 shit. And he didn't even show all the games, he just showed one of them, like in a photo. And I was like, I need that, that's the last one I need for the collection. And this is one of the games that I forgot to show anyway. And it's called Borders 3. Needs a new case. Where am I going? Look, see me light, look. See me big light, look, now. There you go, look. I haven't got a fucking halo. Look, I've got either have a halo or a cross. Oh. Anyway, cool Borders. Fucking hell, I can't get the angle. Cool Borders 3. I've got 1, 2, and 4, funnily enough, which makes this the third one and completes the subject. Welcome to the subject. Get ready. Apparently, quite funky snowboarding games. Like I said, the case is absolutely fucking shot to pieces. But we have cases. So that was off the very good bestest mate, Mr. Fobler. So lovely jubbly. Just little things. It's just a little thing sometimes. That's what I keep telling everybody on the OnlyFans. Next for a gift, and it was the best gift ever. Even if this wasn't a gift, the fact that he was there was a gift in and of itself. We are talking about Dave, Retro Play Games Badly. This chap. He was there, he turned up, unbelievable. And he nearly didn't turn up again. I said, mate, you didn't fucking turn up this time, that would have been it. Me and you have been finished, over. You can keep the dog. No. But yeah, Dave, what a fucking legend. What a really, really nice... I knew he was a nice guy. But I didn't realise how fucking tall he was. Jesus. He's got to be about 6'3", 6'4". I've got to get my fucking high heels on, I think. But what a really, really nice guy. And had a couple of little chats with him, because anybody that's, especially those that have stalled out at Donny, it is quite difficult, especially in the heat of the moment, to really have any sort of deep and meaningful conversation. It didn't really help because in Leeds last month, there'd been some guy that had been going around stealing stuff off everyone's stall. So a few of the vendors were on like high alert, I suppose. Even me, Rob was like, I don't give a fuck if you steal my stuff. That's Rob. And I get what he's saying, but it's still not a nice thing, you know. And it's not to say people there stealing, it's just, it puts you on edge a little bit. So you've got one eye looking that way and one eye trying to talk to people. And you're not being rude, but it's just what you have to do. And I think a lot of people understood that. But Dave swung past, again, the second time. We had a little bit more of a chat. But to be honest, even up until, I'd say 3 o'clock, it was still quite busy. It was still ticking over quite nicely. So ordinarily, it would go a little bit more quieter, sort of 2, half 2 onwards. But even up until 3 o'clock, it's busy. But yeah, it was absolute fucking pleasure to meet Dave. And hopefully he'll come to some more events now. Now he's been allowed out. Because he is the Homer Simpson of YouTube. So he's in the nuclear power plant. So I'm guessing people press the red button and he has to go and fix it or something like that. Or he's the one that presses the red button. I don't know. But he works in a nuclear power plant, so he must be a clever man. But yeah, he very, very kindly, and you've probably seen it in the picture, gifted me a box for Dracula. Bram Stoker's. There was a sticker on this, because I say I've done all the de-stickering. It was only a little tiny sticker. We've got that off. It has got the manual, and it's now got my cartridge in there. But that is a fantastic gift. Thanks, Dave. I think it's only one of 3 box games he had, so he was like, look, it's better off in your collection rather than mine. I did try to look after him. He come and bought some stuff off me and Fob, so I think Fob looked after him as well. He did overpay for another game that he could have got cheaper, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He had fun. He went and seen his mate, Lee Saw Thumbs, and had a wander around and bought some stuff. It's always sod's luck, because if it'd been any other event, there would have been loads of people that would have been able to meet Dave as well. But yeah, I can attest to the fact that he is a lovely man. Very, very tall. And he's got problems with his hearing, a bit like me. So he has to shout a lot. But yeah, great to meet him. The other, it's not so much a gift, I suppose, more of like a trade-off with Liam from Hidden Chest Gaming. Dane had popped over to mine, I had a load of stuff, like just hoarding shit. So bits of like toys and stuff and board games. And they had some Warhammer stuff, which is like Liam's bag. So I said to Dane, take this box over, see what Liam thinks. He went, no, I can't do a Brummie accent, but there ain't much cop in there. I said, what do you want, what, tenner or so? He said, yeah. So off his stall for a tenner, I've got me Defenders of Oasis on the Game Gear. Now, I do believe I've got this, I think, now checking. So, Liam, if you want this back, you can give me a tenner, or we'll just, you know, we'll sort something out. But I don't know why. It's just I thought, oh, I'll grab a Game Gear game. But yeah, I think I've got to get me loose Game Gear. I had to check through. It's definitely not box, but I've got an old list. And on my old list, this isn't on there because I've got a list of ones I haven't got. What else did we do? From Sega Mags, Mark Jowett, some old paper. Some old paper. I feel like I've done this before, you know. Mark had bought these in a job lot from someone on the Facebook group because I'd asked just about these two. So he knew I was after these, and fair play to him, man. So look, I'll put these two to side for you. You can pick them up at Donny. As per the last video I mentioned, I think I included these two in needing 10 because I knew I was kind of getting them. So I don't think it's down to 8. I think it's still about 10. But we do have issue 25. But what I do know now is, see, there's this little review section here about which games machine, the Ultimate Game Machine. Let me just find it because I think it's wrong. I know it's wrong. Oh, I didn't realise that. Look, there's the Arcade Extravaganza and the R360. Never got a chance to play one of them in the arcades. It's basically like an afterburner version. I have played Time Traveller though, Hologram. I played that. They still had that in Skeggy. Right, where's this stupid fucking thing that they've got? Let me try and find it. Here it is. Which games machine is the best? What is the best games machine? Score chart. Now, when I first did this, yeah, you can have a read of that. They had the Amiga and the Mega Drive as the best. So you've got graphics, sound, software, value. Now, here it says Famicom. Now, I think they are actually meaning the Super Famicom, so not the Snes. So that will probably be why it's still early days for it. But there's no fucking way that the Super Famicom or the Super Nintendo isn't the fucking best games machine, bar none. And I'll have no fucking one tell me any different. Now then. But yeah, it's magazines. And I know some people do like to see these and some people really don't like to see them. They're in Reading. Anyone from Reading? Virgin Megastore in Reading. Anyway. That was that one. That was an interesting little article in there. And then issue 31, Guy Spy on the front. And I think, was Guy Spy like a Space Ace type clone game? I don't think there was anything else of much interest. Ah, there's the Philips TV. Everyone wanted them. Everyone still wants one of them now. Even though it's only RF, isn't it? Yeah, so another one for the old porn, the old nudie mag stash. Here, man, I got a pile of nudie mags about this tall. What do you do for fun around here? I got a stack of nudie mags this tall. What film's that from? Bonus points. Not a great lot of fucking hoarder stuff, obviously, guys, because there was stalling out. We'll do this because this wasn't really. It's not really a pickup. It's more just a, I suppose, a shout out or something to that effect. Dangster popped over with this chap. Didn't have a fucking clue who he was. Palmed him off on me. Well, meant to be me and Rob, and then Rob fucked off and all left me with him. He's a nice enough guy, honestly. I didn't really understand what he was asking of me per se, but I've got the gist. He just wants some exposure. So, they're from a company called Wave, and his name's Daniel Crocker, Wave Game Studios. So essentially, what these guys do is they take indie games that are struggling but are quite popular, and they try and drive them more to the mainstream. I think that's what it is. So there was a chap there in December, like with the game Flea. So he's helped, or these are helping him. This Wave are helping this guy who did Flea to push the games through. So I didn't know if he was asking me to, like I said, look, if I start saying to people, I've got this Dreamcast game, it's the best thing ever, everyone's going to know I'm fucking a fraud, which they know anyway. Because they all know that I've only got, 5 Dreamcast games, and I've got a GD-ROM emulator, so why the hell are you buying games for, Stu? And I'm not a fake fucker, you know that. So I was like, look, I ain't doing that. I'm not fucking I'm not shilling shit out just so you can send me free shit and I make a video on it. And oh, look at all this shit. So I mean, essentially, he gave me this game here, which is no good to me. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to give it to Fob because he collects Dreamcast. And it's Rush Rush Rally Reloaded. So I think they have reprinted this because it's got their name at the back. So as an example, now I've got this as the ROM, and it is a good game, right? So I'm not lying there. But equally, I said to him, look, I'm not going to. If you send me games, if that's what you're aiming for, and me to review them and tell people to buy them, and I get the game for nothing, and then they then try and sell it on or trade it on, I said, no, I'm not doing that. I said, I'm not that. That's not the kind of channel I am. There's people out there that happily do it, and they do it all day long with books and all that kind of shit. That ain't my jam. I'm not a fucking fraud, and I'm not a fucking shill. I'm no one. So this will just be going to Fob. But what I'd said to him, said, look, I'm quite happy just to give people a nod your way, if you like. I think they have got a couple of the games. They were on about. There's either Dreamcast game with the woman on the front. I can't think what it's called. But I'd seen that about, and he sort of said, yeah, that's one of ours. And there was another one. So I think there are decent games. I think it's all about Postal. They're redoing Postal. I remember Postal on the PC. Quite brutal, you know, back in the day. So it's more like, because Dreamcast built on Windows CE, so they can port these games over. If that's your jam, then fine, you know, great. I say Wave Entertainment, Daniel Crocker, that kind of stuff. And I just, like I say, I just said I'd mention it, but I'm not fucking selling my already fucking sinned soul for a couple of bits of free shit. It ain't me. Just ain't me. So I think that's all the sort of little nods and whatever. So the other stuff that I've actually bought, and I do feel like I've missed something here, but hey ho, we should carry on. So the chap come down from down south, Lee, Gunstar hero, not seen Lee for a while. Big collector, but he had thinning his collection out. So he sort of said to me, I've got some of my own collection here, some nice titles. So I need to sort of manage to get a bit more set up. I had a rummage through, and there was a couple of things that really piqued me interest. And I've took the stickers off these, so like, I ain't lying to you, I wouldn't lie to you guys. This was a £5, and good job I've done this video again because I made a cock of the last one. But it is Super WrestleMania on the Super Nintendo. It has got everything in it except the game and a tray. Now, weirdly enough, I've been saving something. So it comes with the manual and the poster. Now, I'd been saving this poster at some point, hoping I'd pick a copy of this up, and 9 times out of 10 it's missing the poster. But I've got a spare poster for Super WrestleMania now. But the first time I did the video, because I've put a lot of loose Snes in one drawer and the remainder in a little box, I'd just checked my little box and thought I didn't have the cart for this. I do, of course I have the cart for it, it's here. So I've got to order me a tray. But basically a complete copy of Super WrestleMania for what is effectively a £5. So that was out of his little Super NES stash. And the only other game he had was Lemmings 2 The Tribes, which I don't have, which kind of piqued my interest a little bit. I think he had 25 on that. But what he did have for a £5, well, I think he did it for me for a £5, is a copy of Formula 1 F2, Formula 1 Pre F2. Now, you've seen the other video, I got this as part of a bundle deal, but it's missing the manual. So I thought a manual's probably going to cost me £5 posted. I'll just get the whole game again off Lee. Lee's got a couple of quid in his Skyrocket. Everyone's a winner, chicken dinner. And the manual is a bit weighty in this because it's a fair old weight of the box. So a nice little upgrade as well. And then the weirdest one that I bought, he had 2 versions of this. The first version was the box and cart, but no manual, I think. And I was and ahhing, and he said, well, I have got a complete one. The complete one was 25 quid. And I think I've just paid the 25, I'm sure I did. And people are going to think, really? I was a bit, I don't know why I did. I'm sure he said something like the cartridge is worth that on its own. And I was a bit, well, I've got the cartridge. So I did want to just buy the box. But I bought the whole game, and it's PGA Tour, European Tour Golf. Now, obviously at the time of making this video yesterday, I wasn't really aware. So when I was sort of sorting it all out, taking the stickers off, I thought, you know, you check the prices, and yeah, this ain't a cheap game. It really is not cheap. 25 quid for a box complete copy is fucking brilliant price. It's probably double that. It's probably double that. It's not pushing closer to 60. I mean, the condition of this is fair, so maybe about 50. So half price. So fucking absolutely made up with them. I say that's from Lee Gunstar Hero, top bloke, and he's a madhead because he's down south somewhere. I think I want to say Southampton, Portsmouth way, and he drove up in the morning, and he drove back down at night afterwards. Fucking crazy, right? And the last little bundle, from a chap called Carl Scadding. I bought some Mega CD games off Carl the last time he was at Doncaster, which is like well over a year, probably more, so maybe 2 years ago. I did miss out on one Nes game because I got there too late. That's by the by. Again, all the price has been taken off these, so you'll have to just trust me. So I bought these things in 2 lots. So the first lot was 50 quid. He said 45. Didn't even have to haggle. Just knocked a fiver off. And this was a tenner. Spin Dizzy Worlds. It is missing the manual. It's got the cartridge in there. The box is really, really nice, to be honest. And at a tenner, I was like, I mean, it did have. It's still got a bit more of a sticker. I've got to do a bit more removal there, but that was a dirty, great, horrible sticker. So a lot of it's come off. So that was a tenner. This one was still there for 20 quid. And again, I think looking at the prices now, this is a fucking great price, and it's Operation Wolf. I did worry when I did the video yesterday. Have I got this? I haven't got it. Again, this is complete. Again, this is complete. Well, this one is complete. So I've got my loose copy that I can shift on. Yeah, a really nice example of Operation Wolf. And the anomaly from this bunch, which was 20 quid as well. So 20, 20 and 10 Spin Dizzy and then 45, as Sel said. It is missing the glasses. Again, on the last vid, I was like, I don't know what the glasses look like, but I do know what they look like now, and they are quite unique to this game. But do you know what? I'm not that overly fussed. CEX, I think this is double that. It is a US game, so it's something a little bit different, and I like the fact that it was it's a double dual case box, so something a little bit quirky. It's Contra Legacy of War. So 3D glasses, it has not got those, but it has got the manual. It is boxed. It is complete. I'm trying to get used to this new light now, you see. I'm always fucking moaning. So we've got the old Man of the Wow, and then we've got the disc. So the glasses, the 3D glasses, have got this camo look to them, and I think they've got Konami scrawled across them. So yeah, it is what it is. I don't think anybody would ever use the fucking glasses anyway, but it does kind of make it not complete. But for 20 bones, I ain't moaning. So again, wandered off because Rob and myself, we stayed over on the Friday night. So we got there bright and breezy, set up. You know, we're getting better at setting up. So it took us about 6 years to perfect it. But we are getting more efficient, maybe because we're taking less shit. I don't know. But we are getting more efficient at setting up. So set up quite easy, quite quickly. So again, like wandering around speaking to people, just half the enjoyment of the day, to be honest. Spun back round to Carl's, and he's got one of the little glass cabinets, shelving things, but they keep all the sort of gold and nice stuff in there. And I spied these 2 games, and I knew that he was the only person, I think, for This Is Right, that has the right to reproduce these or to produce these. And he doesn't knock them out fucking willy-nilly and whack them on eBay. They're very few and far between. I think he said the last time he made a set was 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. He'd made these for somebody else, who I don't know if they were going to be there. If they did, well, tough shit, because I bought them. And I was like, yes, because I remember messaging him asking, would he do me a set? Which obviously, it pre-COVID, so it's been fucking years now. So seeing these 2 in there, I said, how much are they? It's 30 quid each. I said, could do a deal on them, but not really. He said the last set that sold, I think someone else must have had a set from way back when. I think he said it was hundreds of pounds. So and then he sort of said those were made for the X person. I was like, I'll just pay 60 quid. So first up, and now these are completed games but were never released. There's a little blurb inside. So for the Mega CD, so the first one is Bug Blasters, the Exterminators. I don't know if they're much cop, but this Good Deal Games, which I'm guessing is maybe Carl's thing, or maybe he's got the rights from Good Deal Games to produce these. And he did tell me, he said, like, it's been 3 years or something, and he's basically contacted the company saying, look, the 3-year license is up, do you want your stuff back? And they've not contacted him ever. So there's this little thing about the game. So it basically says, Good Deal Games is solely responsible for this product. Neither Good Deal Games nor this product is affiliated or endorsed by Sega Enterprises or Sony Computer Entertainment. The game was originally developed for Sony, who declined to take the title. Good Deal Games acquired exclusive rights to produce the game and has issued it as a service to customers who still value their Sega CD systems. Because the underlying software code was not available, Sony's name could not be removed from the game's introductory screens and should be disregarded. The original name for the Exterminators was Bug Blasters. Good Deal Games wishes to acknowledge the original title as intended by the developer from whom Good Deal Games acquired the rights. So there you go. It was partly going to be Sony on the PlayStation, perhaps. So that was that one. That's Bug Blasters. And then the other one is a game called Star Strike. Again, I know nothing to very little of these. They look very FMV-esque. And I'm guessing it's like they're probably on rails shooters. And again, you've got the same blurb inside these. But this is the only way that you can obtain these games. I don't know if they count towards a full power set. There's some people do, some people don't. But the fact that, you know, they are a kind of official release. They're not indie because obviously these were developed back in the day. So they're kind of unreleased, completed but unreleased games, but then released. That makes sense. So yeah, we bought them anyway, so that's the fucking long and short of it. Will they ever get played? Probably not. Well, see, we used to say that quite a lot here, didn't we? That's not the case. When I say probably not, it's because I haven't got the Mega CD set up, because I am limited in terms of what I can have set up and out. So yeah, it was a great day. Met loads of sort of new people for the first time. If you came over and said hello, thank you so much. There were 2 people that sort of recognised me and came and said hello. One was Ollie. It's nice to say hello to him. And the other one was Jeremy. And then there was all the other YouTubers there. Again, I'm going to forget people if I start naming names. But we've seen Lad Up North, Adam, with Wayne Rapper Gar. We've seen Callum from the Retro Grotto, Lee from Retro Fusion, Little Lee from Retro Fusion. Go and check him out. He's back making videos again. He was into his gaming stuff, but now he's kind of more into the reselling, collecting. It's more toys as well. So if that's your jam, you know, just a lot of car boot pickup videos and stuff like that, which is great. Watch all the shit he finds in charity shops. You know, the usual stuff, but really entertaining to me anyway. Stuff to watch. So Lee Retro Fusion. I bet there's somebody else. Said Wayne. There wasn't, like I say, there wasn't a great deal of like the usual like YouTube cohorts there, but still was way busier than in December. Oh, Paul, the Ink Northerner. Paul came up, said hello and stuff. He was obviously on the hunt for 360 tat and whatnot. And I think that's it. Again, like I say, if I forget anybody, I do apologise. It was quite busy. A lot of people to and fro. And so, anyway, that's me done. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.